Welcome back to the Alpha Centauri Let's Play. We are the Peacekeepers. We are not keeping any kind of peace. And my name is Gooey Lewis. G-U-I, Gooey Lewis. Huey Lewis had a very big hit record called 4. This is a 4X game. I mean, whatever. You make the connection. We are now going to wait for our impact rovers down here to heal up after the round that we just had against Yang. The hive is over here. They brought like 10 units here. We trashed them in short order, and now we're going to take all of these impact rovers and try to get into the hive territory and see what we can do in terms of wrecking havoc in their bases. And then we're going to hopefully not get our asses kicked by this tiny boil of worms. The goddamn worms.
Turn complete. Terraform complete. Turn complete.
Got some more Yang units over here. Just the one. It's an impact infantry. It is going for my UN headquarters because it's lightly defended. We have an impact squad that'll be there in 4 turns. Can we hurry it?
Request confirmation.
We can, at a cost of 37 credits. We have 114 to spare, so let's do it. Now let's see if we can really push our luck and upgrade.
Insufficient energy.
We cannot upgrade the unit we have there. We can on the next turn though, so let's try that instead.
Turn complete. Production complete. Terraform complete. Turn complete. Terraform complete. Turn complete.
Got another wormy bastard down here. And we have at least an impact squad there, so we should be okay.
Production complete. Turn complete. Production complete. Invalid terraform command. Terraform complete. Turn complete. Terraform complete. Turn complete.
We have reached an informational threshold which can only be crossed by harnessing the speed of light directly. The quickest computations require the fastest possible particles moving along the shortest paths. Since the capability now exists to take our information directly from photons traveling molecular distances, the final act of the information revolution will soon be upon us. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, for I have tasted the fruit.
Okay, we have researched optical computers, and once again we have gotten a discover tech and not a conquer tech, and this is the real fun of not having directed research. But whatever, we're getting smarter. Flavor Tech says the widespread adoption of polymorphic software, increased demand for faster computers, revolutionary optical computers which use photons traveling at the speed of light for binary calculations prove nearly 70% faster than old electron-based devices. Based on successes in applied physics, optical computers also exponentially improve storage capabilities and access times.
Terraform complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Production complete. Terraform complete. Turn complete.
You slimy little bastard.
Terraform complete. Unit lacks required ability. Turn complete. Production complete.
Alright, we're going to try starting to explore into the water here, which is almost certain death, but whatever, that's what we're used to now. Lots of dying all around us. So let's get this laser skim ship out there and have it start researching or start searching around our base, because there should be more Unity pods that we can pick up, and that should be good, except for the fact that usually it's mine worms that you pick up. Well, they're not mine worms, they're the C version of mine worm. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Turn complete. Production complete. Production complete. Turn complete.
We're going to get us a command nexus in 4 turns, provided some other faction doesn't find it first, which is good. I'd hurry it, but I kind of need those credits for upgrading units. Let's hope we get that command nexus.
Enemy project initiated.
Alright, the university has built a virtual world, as discussed earlier. That's very good for them. Whatever.
Enemy project initiated.
We also see that the Spartans have built a merchant exchange. Not they know anything to fucking do with it. Whatever. I'm glad they got it, and like for instance, the Morganites didn't, because the Morganites can make better use of it.
Enemy project initiated. Turn complete.
Been wanting to counterpunch into Hive territory, but we got a couple units there, a couple units there, another one there. Hopefully they will come attack the base, and I'll let them punch themselves out a little bit. We'll break them on the rocks of my boringly named base. Alright, Yang wants to talk. Let's see what he says. So we meet again, Brother Lyle. I trust your whimpering social programs are proceeding to your satisfaction. I am, as always, Chairman Yang of the Hive, and I am seething. Your strength is impressive, brother, but do not underestimate my ability to cause you harm. Pay me 250 energy credits at once, and I shall forgive your past offenses. My might is unsurpassed. His is potent. I'm guessing that means he's going to take my 250 credits and immediately betray me, so I'm going to say he is in no position to make any demands. It will be an honor to exterminate your faction, Lal. The world will be a better place without you.
Terraform complete. Turn complete.
Getting mighty sick of this.
Production complete.
Alright, we build our first naval thing, and then we get this thing. Ooh. Looks like if I mouse over these different little widgets, it gives us a history of our little attaboys we've gotten.
Production complete. Terraform complete. Combat report. Improvement already exists.
Holy shit, it's the first time I've ever seen that happen. I used the monument to get my experience upgraded, and then after I used it, it vanished. So apparently that can happen if you use it too much.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete.
Important? Yes. Critical? Absolutely. I would go so far as to say that superconducting fiber alone makes our present economy possible. CEO Marbuda K. Morgan, Morgan Link 3D Vision live interview.
Okay, and that's one we wanted because now we have Gatling lasers, which is the next step up in offensive capability. So we got to prototype that ASAP. And we have research superconductors. Flavor text says, and it's a long one. By the way, this text just moves in a way that you cannot discern immediately. So if I break off in the middle of this tech description, please forgive me. The power requirements of optical computers in the NASA industrial base stimulate research into high-temperature superconductors, an advance long considered a holy grail by physical chemists. A superconductor is a material that does not resist a flow of electrons. Using a superconductor, power can be transmitted at incredible speeds over vast distances with no degradation. Bulky and expensive cooling equipment for high-powered machinery or weaponry becomes unnecessary because these materials remain cool and efficient as electricity passes through them.
Project complete.
I finished the command nexus.
Information. The first principle of warfare must form the foundation of all your efforts. Know, of course, thine enemy, but in knowing him, do not forget above all to know thyself. The commander who embraces this totality of battle shall win, even with the inferior force. Spartan Battle Manual.
And winning with an inferior force is definitely what we want to do. By the way, hope you enjoyed that clip for the secret project that I pulled from YouTube, because for whatever reason, when I use the in-game capture for it, it shows up like a postage stamp, and I suffer for my craft. Anyway, so we got our first project that we were able to complete, and hopefully it turns the tide, because every time we generate a unit now, it will start with even more improved morale that we can then send to the remaining monuments we have left, and further improve their morale, and then go after Yang with them. What we're going to want to do really quick is get these up to Gatling speeders. We'll give them really small amounts of armor, just really basic armor, and hopefully this will turn the tide. This is a pretty good production base. This is the base we just built the command center Wonder at, and it's going to produce this in 11 turns, although we're about to grow another citizen, which means another one of these tiles worked, which means more production, God willing, and hopefully we'll produce this thing even faster, because we need to get this thing produced and then upgrade all of our speeders that we currently have. Whatever.
Terraform complete. Turn complete.
Hercules has receded from perihelion. Native life activity should return to normal levels. And what's normal? Hopefully normal's good.
Production complete.
The believers are back. Here we go. We got a little believer unit here. Looks like a little scout patrol. And we know what to do with that. Or do we? I assume we're still at Vendetta with Miriam, since we eliminated her from this continent, but we'll see what happens. We see here that Yang has impact speeders of his own, but he does not have the Gatling speeder, which we're about to have, God willing.
Terraform complete.
Okay, we're about to see if we can get this Unity pod here in the water. I swear that there is like a higher chance than on land that this is going to turn into the sea version of Mind Worms, which is called the Isle of the Deep. And if that's the case, then we're hyper boned because these laser skim ships have like tech from about 30 turns ago. But let's see what happens.
Pod recovered.
Hey, look at that. 200 credits. That's useful. It should be. Soon it'll be useful. Once I get that prototype done, it'll be useful.
Pod recovered.
Holy shit. Alright, getting this Unity pod has sped up the prototype of the Gatling speeder I was making, so now that'll be done and I can get everything upgraded thanks to those credits we got from the other Unity pod in the water. And so far, the sun shines on the dog's ass. You know what I'm saying? Look it up.
Turn complete.
Alright, here's Miriam again. She's seething. Do not trifle with me, Brother Lyle. I, Sister Miriam of the Believers, am not impressed by your humanitarian whimpering. Nothing personal, but the planet isn't big enough. Alright, so we're at Vendetta.
Turn complete.
Yep, there's Vendetta. And she has a scout patrol. I have an impact squad. I better goddamn well beat her, even with her little fervor attacking bonus. Yes.
Production complete.
Shall I upgrade all impact rovers to the new Gatling speeder at a cost of 560 credits? We have 676 available. Boy, let's do it. Alright, we now have Gatling speeders to cause fear in the hearts of all Hivists, assuming they have hearts.
Terraform complete.
Okay, there we go. We finally triggered some bad news in the water, which, again, I'm telling you, I swear happens more frequently out here. But we have an Isle of the Deep that has surfaced and swallowed the pod. Let's see if I have enough movement left to get away from it.
Turn complete.
Yay! I think that means I'm good, although it'll probably come from my base now.
Indigenous life forms. Production complete. Terraform complete. Combat report. Indigenous life forms. Insufficient energy.
Okay, I was able to upgrade my rover at this base, but not my basic ass scout patrol, so shit could get hairy.
Turn complete. Combat report. Combat report. Production complete. Combat report. Combat report. Combat report. Terraform complete. Pod recovered.
200 more energy credits. Very good to have. Need those credits.
Turn complete.
Alright, now surely is the time for counterpunching. Although I only have 4 Gatling speeders, thanks to a colossal fuck-up when I tried to put everybody into a defensive position right here, thanks to a misclick, and got taken out, but whatever. User error sometimes factors into this game, and oh, Jesus.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Production complete. Terraform complete. Turn complete. Terraform complete.
Alright, I'm going to set these things to explore automatically, even though that's usually a really bad idea, but it'll just speed things up a lot.
Turn complete.
Hey, look at that.
Terraform complete. Bot recovered.
Our unit has been swept away by a tidal wave. Sweet. That'll put us somewhere else on the map. Let's see where that turns out to be.
Turn complete. Production complete. Terraform complete. Turn complete. Turn complete. Turn complete.
Spartans have built the weather paradigm. Secret project? Who cares?
Man has killed men from the beginning of time, and each new frontier has brought new ways and new places to die. Why should the future be different? Colonel Corazon Santiago, Planet, a survivalist guide.
Okay, we have researched advanced military algorithms. Doesn't do a whole lot for us. It unlocks a social engineering thing that we're not that interested in. So fine. Flavor text says, military requirements have historically pushed technology forward, and no better example can be found than sophisticated software development. From the first computers designed to calculate artillery shell trajectories, to advanced military algorithms developed from adaptive doctrine and optical computers, mankind has worked to extend warfare into the digital world.
Production complete. Terraform complete. Turn complete.
Here's one of those unhappy citizens I was talking about. A way to mollify them is with recreation commons, which is what I'm going to do. Once this guy is not pissed off anymore, this drone goes away, I will have an extra worker to put on these tiles, which will help all of my other stuff. My nutrients, my minerals for production, my energy, all that other stuff. So let's get rid of that little MF.
Production complete.
This kind of gives you a flavor of what it's like to be near Yang when you start off. Like, he's just got all these units. They're not as good as my units. I'm slowly teching higher than he is, but he's just pumping out a ton of them and probably has lightly defended bases, but I'm going to try to flank using these units down here, but you got to keep something back to defend the just droves of bullshit that he sends at you. So we'll see what happens.
Terraform complete. Indigenous life forms.
Again with the life forms.
Indigenous life forms.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Turn complete. Improvement destroyed.
That is honestly not the worst thing in the world to happen, getting these naval units destroyed, because they are taking up minerals from bases that are supporting them, and those minerals are now gone. They can go toward regular production at the base, and I don't have to sit here and wait for 40 turns for us to pump out a cardboard box.
Terraform complete.
Okay, I don't have any more use for the C former because, as you can see from the hard red line here, my fat cross for this base only includes these 3 C tiles, which means I don't need to have a C former anymore. So I'm going to send him back to the base, because one of the things you can do in this game is you can disband a unit inside the base, and then the production that created the unit will be contributed towards some other project. So instead of stockpile energy here, I don't have a whole lot to pick from, but let's just say a Gatling speeder to help out my comrades down below. Tell him to disband.
Turn complete.
And it brought us up like 5 turns, so cool.
Turn complete.
Okay, so I just beat up his former. We might be into the soft underbelly of Yang's base. We now have a monolith right next to the base that I'm going to be attacking, which is good because that should give us a boost in experience. We're now veterans. Let's see here. What does he have at his base? He's got a shit ton of units. Okay, so he's got a bunch of cheap units. Got 2 good ones and like 5 shitty ones. So I might be able to take this out. If I do that, he might start crying uncle. Let's see what happens.
Combat report. Terraform complete. Turn complete.
Okay, I think this is probably a pretty good place to stop as well. We're going to move the last of these Gatling speeders over into this tile with the monument there so they can get healed and also maybe potentially increase their experience level if they haven't already had increased by these other monuments I have up here. Maybe I can take out this base and make him really scared. Maybe like the way I've been scared at this base for this entire goddamn video. So let's see what happens. Until then, please take care of yourself. Everybody, live your best life. And that means don't come back.